Hello students. In the previous class, we have gone through the conjugate of the complex number, and after a few days gap, now again I am here with a new concept, and that concept is cube roots of unity. So one of the important and very vital concept for this chapter, not only for the school examination, but mainly for the competitive examination. So you should must go through it properly, learn it properly, take the things in your account and prepare a note for that and further go for this. So what is this basically? This is the cube roots of unity. Let z is equal to 1 to the power 1 by 3. If 1 to the power 1 by 2, it is a square root. If 1 to the power 1 by 3, it is cube root. 1 to the power 1 by 4, it is fourth root. 1 to the power 1 by n, it is nth root. But today, we'll discuss what is cube roots of unity and how we'll answer it and what are the concern we can collect from this concept. So we have taken let z is equal to 1 to the power 1 by 3, cubing both sides, cubing both sides. So this is zq is equal to 1. This implies zq minus 1 is equal to 0. This implies zq minus 1q is equal to 0. That implies z minus 1, this is the aq minus bq result, this is z square plus z plus 1. So we have two factors. From one of the factor we are having z is equal to 1 or z square plus z plus 1 is equal to 0. When we solve this quadratic equation by the D method, z will be minus 1 plus minus root under 1 minus 4 into 1 into 1 and upon 2 into 1. So overall it will be minus 1 plus minus root under minus 3 and this is 2. As earlier we have gone through plus minus root 3, this is iota. So because root of minus 3 that we can written on root of 3 into root of minus 1 and root of minus 1 iota, and this is so we got the three values for z. One of the z is 1, other z is z2, you can say like that. This is minus 1 plus root 3 plus I by 2, and that is z3 is equal to minus 1 minus root 3 iota by 2. So we got the three results, roots in fact. Z1 is equal to 1, Z is equal to 1 plus root 3 iota by 2, and Z3 is equal to minus 1 minus root 3 iota by 2. So we can name it. Now I am naming it first. This is Z1 is equal to 1 itself, Z2 is equal to omega, and this is omega square. So we have named it 1, omega, and omega square. These are the three roots for the cube roots of unity. How we can geometrically interpret it? So I am just putting it in the argand plane, and this is something like that. So this is, I put it down the 1 on the real axis because it's a real, and other two because omega is minus 1 plus root 3 iota by 2. This is second quadrant, this one, and omega square is equal to minus 1 minus root 3 iota by 2 in the third quadrant, and we can make it like this and this one. So we got a graphical representation. The two roots are on the second and third quadrant, whereas the first root on the x-axis and the real values. Now there are some few results related with this one. The results. Now how we can go with the results? Just see it. First result is that suppose we are taking the origin from origin to here, this is the 1 unit length. So we can say that roots of cube roots of unity will lie on the unit circle. So that first result will be roots of cube roots of unity, cube roots of unity will lie on unit circle. What is unit circle? Unit circle is all those circle whose radius is 1. Now second, When we will add all these three roots of the cube roots of unity, that is 1 plus omega square, it will be 0. You can add it and you can see that. If it is like that, we can rotate the results like this. Omega plus omega square will be minus 1. 1 plus omega will be minus omega square. 1 plus omega square is equal to minus. So these are the concerns. We can use it for the second year. Third, when we multiply these three, 1 omega and omega square, it will be 1. How? We can put it and we can see that. So we got a result, omega q is equal to 1. If omega q is equal to 1, that means all the power, which is multiple of 3, like omega to the power 9, omega to the power 12, omega to the power 99, and omega to the power 999 will all equal to 1. So this is the concern we can go for. One more thing also we can discuss. When we go with the length of the three sides of the rectangle we have framed on this one, the length will be root 3. Root 3 can go with the length. How we can go with the length? Length is the modulus between the difference of the, suppose we want to go with the length for one of the side, that is 1 difference, 1 minus omega and magnitude. So we will put it and we can go and get it. This is root 3. And in this way, we can go with the other side. So we got the result of all the three sides will be equal. If all the three sides will be equal for the this cube triangle framed by the cube roots of unity, then we can say that cube roots of unity will be always the vertices for the equilateral triangle. Further in the next class we will discuss the. So we have gone through the three results. Now I'm further not proceeding, saying all of you that cube roots of unity will be vertices of an equilateral triangle. But this one we'll discuss later on. Right now I'm attaching few questions based on the cube roots of unity with this video. You just go with the questions based on that. I'll just do it. In the further class, again we'll discuss few more results and their discussion. Thank you. Thank you. For God bless you.